Welcome back to A Moment in History. I'm Seth Udinsky. In the late 1990s, Americans were faced with a difficult existential question. How concerned should we be when our political leaders experience public moral failures? Many seek to justify the moral failure so long as the person in question is a savvy and smart politician, but many others seek to hold their leaders accountable for their actions and rightly see moral failings as grounds for disqualification from leadership. Tonight, let's go back only a generation in American history and explore one of the most controversial and public moral failures of any president in U.S. history, the scandal of Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. Clinton, a Democrat, was a popular president in his first few years, largely due to charisma, youth, and an attractive personality. But in the later years of his presidency, allegations broke that he had engaged in sexual promiscuity with an Oval Office intern, a woman in her 20s by the name of Monica Lewinsky. Clinton, married for many years at this point, vehemently denied any moral failure. But after a thorough investigation, it was revealed that the president did indeed have multiple sexual liaisons with Lewinsky between the years of 1995 and 1997. Clinton still denied that he had partaken, even famously telling the press in 1998, "I did not have sexual relations with that woman." But in the same year, investigators presented damning evidence in the form of one of Lewinsky's dresses, which had traces of the president's DNA on a stain. Clinton was caught in an outright lie. In an attempt to save face and deflect blame, Clinton apologized for how he acted, but never apologized for his infidelity. Later that year, Clinton would become the second president in the history of the nation to be impeached on counts of obstructing of justice and lying under oath. He would not ultimately be removed from office, though. The lesson learned from the scandal-ridden Clinton era is certainly that public figures need to be held to a high standard of morality, as they have been placed in that position of authority from the ultimate authority, God Himself. Thanks so much for joining me once again for A Moment in History. If you enjoyed this video, let us know by commenting down below. And for more historical content, just hit subscribe. I'm Seth Udinsky, and I'll see you next time on A Moment in History.